Hey, finally. All right. Okay. Hello. I pressed start streaming at 1959. Apparently, YouTube didn't want to let me stream though, and I had to get a new stream key to then, actually start streaming. But yeah. Hello. How we doing? How's your week? It says we're good, so we're good. Awesome. How's everybody? How you doing, Matt? Hi, Joe. Hi, Super User. Hi, Buzz CCD. How you doing? Hi, Martin. I'm cold. No, I know you're lying. There wasn't any internet in 1959. Yeah, you're right. All clocks on well, basically any digital clock starts at what was it? 1st of January 1970 for some reason. And then it counts up in milliseconds to the current time, and that's how it knows. According to Stein there. You tell him, Stein. Just filling in a thing, and then... What's my topic today? First time attending my live stream. Really? First time? I've seen you before. Anyway, don't really do topics. Just kind of chat, and apparently have overclocker's hot chocolate because it's cold. Yeah, Stein. How's the weather treating me? A lot of snow. It's good, like, I don't know, foot on top of my car now. Well, not on top of my car, but in my garden there's probably a good foot worth of snow. Overclocked coffee. Well, hot chocolate, but... So how is everybody? Just trying to set my freaking upload defaults properly. There we go. Close enough. We got some even in Suffolk. Oh, how posh. There's snow, yes, a lot. There ain't any over here. It's because you're closer to the equator. It's warmer down there. Quite a bit in Yorkshire. Fair play, fair play. Bad enough that you can't drive anywhere, because I don't think I can get my car out right now. I've got snow chains, so I could, but yeah, I have no intention of. Yeah. Anyone done anything interesting this week? What have I been doing? A couple of videos, actually. That's what I've been doing. And for some reason, my old gripe with Adobe Media Encoder, so for some reason, right, I use Adobe Media Encoder to render out my final projects from Premiere. It's worked every single time, except for when it's in a Seuss sponsor project, and then it seems to magically forget where the intro is, even though it's the exact same intro that I use in every single other video. So then I send it off to Seuss for, like, approval, and they're like, hey, but what's this big red thing that says media not available? And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. The exact same file, and it's happened twice now, and it's the only 2 times it's happened for a Seuss sponsor project. It hates me making money. I'm not allowed to drive in it now. Wife told me off for drifting around the windy roads here with kids in the car. Well, I mean, fair play to you for drifting, because that's fun. Weather's good to stay in and gaming to the max, yes. Yes, indeed. It's cold though, and there's actually, in the UK, there's a mild gas shortage, which meant that we had to spend, as a country, a lot of money buying gas today, so that was fun. I think we mostly bought it from Norway, so yeah. Hey, I can't drive to the post office. What can I do? I ain't made any videos this week. Why not, man? It's a 2-ton 7-seater VW Charan, so she thinks it's not suitable, but I think it works great. Rear-wheel drive? Wish it would snow in California. I'm sure that it will eventually. You just have to wait for the Earth to freeze over. Rear-wheel drive, nice, nice. Yeah, my Volvo is a front-wheel drive, so not quite as fun. I can do lift-off oversteer. A bit more difficult though. Need a lot more space because it's hard to catch. See, with a rear-wheel drive car, you just let off the accelerator and that stops you drifting. But in a front-wheel drive car, you actually have to floor it if you get the rear wheels out. So the front wheels pull the rear back in. Quite confusing, but I did it about 80 miles an hour on the M25 once. That was scary. Let me guess, we're talking about the beast from the east. Apparently, yeah, real cold, real snowy. Aha, a tech question. Grizz, can I ask a question? Do you think NVIDIA will always be doing a Pascal refresh, which is a little more efficient, a little and powerful, which then in turn gives them longer to develop a Volta GeForce? So from what I understand, Ampere is a different architecture, which is a good sign. But yeah, it's not Volta specific. I think it, from my understanding, it sounds like they have taken the GPU design, and then instead of doing the usual, we'll just cut it down into segments, removing CUDA cores or whatever, until you get to the point where, well, that's your 1130 or whatever, or your 2030. You end up with a slightly different design, so then you actually have a Volta card that stays, like Titan V and up kind of thing for the Tesla cards and stuff like that, versus the consumer cards, the GeForce cards. You may end up seeing a Volta GTX card, but I wouldn't count on it. If they are segmenting it that much, Volta may remain a enterprise architecture versus a consumer architecture, especially since GPUs are just becoming more and more and more needed in the data center, especially with stuff like AI and deep learning, where GPUs are being used massively. So yeah, who knows? Terrible in the southwest. That hasn't snowed for 10 years here. Yeah, I mean, as I said to my partner, welcome to Tesco, even in Scotland, I didn't see it. I don't ever actually remember it ever being this bad in terms of like how much snow there is. Maybe not a good thing. Tell me one thing, does a streaming setup need a dedicated GPU? I have an R7 1700 for gaming, and I kept my Intel system aside, thought of making Intel system as a streaming system. Technically no, you could use it, and especially if you're using the X.264 encoder on the CPU, then yeah, you shouldn't really need a dedicated GPU, so you should be okay. Lol, sorry dude, snow turns me into child. What are your thoughts on X399 boards compared to B350 boards? I'm a little confused, because X399 is for Threadripper and B350 is for Ryzen, like the standard Ryzen. So yeah, can you clarify, Joe? How you doing, Ish? Mystic Orange, where I live, it's not released on much since 2013, so it's nice having some for once. Fair play, fair play. Yeah, the different sockets, as Buzz said, AM4 versus TR4. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, different sockets. I'm glad I'm having some time off work. Fair play, fair play. No time off work for me. As long as the deliveries keep coming, I keep working. I actually haven't. I don't think I've actively missed a Monday, Wednesday, Friday video in like 3 years now. That's kind of crazy. Hey, we got some local buddies, Matt and Big Pixel. Stay, nobody used to snow. Heard some Irish police chief going, had a wee bit of snow, and look what's happened. Britain seems to have shut down with some snow. Did you expect an 8-core Intel on the mainstream lineup this year? No, definitely not. 6-core was already a massive jump for them, and since their 6-core competes with AMD's 8-core, they don't really care about the core count. They only care about the end user performance. So no, I don't think we'll see an 8-core for another couple years at least. AMD would have to put some real pressure on Intel before that's a thing. And Buzz agrees with me. Nice. The Cornwall Massive. God damn it, guys. Chili Cherry, hi, how you doing? How's your week? Anything interesting tech-wise you want to ask? Because apparently we're just talking about snow and Cornwall. Oh yeah, Joe, you asked about X399 versus B350. What did you mean? Because they're different sockets. Chili Cherry, building a PC and wondering if you get an 8700K or an 8600K. What are you doing with it, Chili? You live in Blackpool and literally have had no snow? Lucky you. Or maybe not, I don't know. It's nice for the first like 5 minutes, but then when you physically like can't get out of your own driveway because you're like falling over and you don't have snow boots, then it gets annoying. Cornwall and snow. Did you make snow angels, Andy? I made one yesterday, yeah. Yeah, I did. Inner child jumped out and it didn't really jump out, I jumped out into the snow. It was cold. F7, lucky him indeed. 2 days from working from home ain't all it's cracked up to be. So technically I work at home the entire time, so yeah, so Chili, the 8700K, I wouldn't say the word future-proof, Buzz, but yeah, I would say that it's probably a little bit more adept to both gaming and streaming. If you're doing both on the same chip, it's probably going to be a better shout for you. I don't necessarily know that it's going to be a massive difference. And the other thing is that you might want to delid both of, like, whichever chip you get, you might want to delid it because it's a significant both temperature and performance advantage, although you do void the warranty, so... Izamon, how you doing? Have you built your system yet? I can't remember. Delid as in remove the IHS heat spreader, remove the thermal paste, replace it with liquid metal, and then re-epoxy and clamp it back together. If you don't know what delidding is, I probably wouldn't do it. You're risking destroying the chip, so maybe not. Thermal Grizzly, yeah. You're afraid of doing it, yeah. Most people are. I mean, the debouder tool looks really cool. Looks ridiculously simple because you literally just put the chip in the tool, screw the bit in. That knocks the plate off. Unscrew, take it out, wipe gently. Liquid metal, conformal coating, and then liquid metal back thingy, and then back down. So yeah. In theory, it's easier. Still torn between the 8700K and the 1800X as well. Like, what were you doing again? Just gaming, streaming, video editing? Was I can't even remember. Fidget spinner Andrew. It's in the it's in every video actually. Yeah. Yeah, so like I'm perfectly happy with my 1700X. You will get better performance numbers with the 8700K. But at 1080p specifically, if you're going 1440p, I would personally say the like a 1700X and overclock it. But yeah. You remember delaying a 4770K back in the day? Was that, I take it that was before they launched the 4790K to fix the horrendous TIM that was in the 4770K? Hello Greece, how you doing? Yo, OC, it's really, like, especially with the Ryzen chips, it's ridiculously simple. Literally just lightly up the voltage, lightly up the multiplier, and that's it. Even an idiot like me can overclock it, so yeah, nice and simple. I might have missed something here. What's the best RAM speed for the 8700K? It doesn't really matter. With the 8700K, higher the better. But you won't see much of a performance difference, especially with just gaming or gaming and streaming. It's only specific compute workloads that will benefit from higher RAM speed, so like 2400, 2600, 2800, whatever is sort of the highest but decent budget, so yeah. Steiner's definitely right. Everyone can overclock. Some end up with fried stuff though, but they can still overclock. What's the difference between Founders Edition GPUs and the others? Would you buy one? So Founders Edition GPUs are just the GPUs that NVIDIA specifically sell or that NVIDIA have specifically designed. It's really... It was kind of a way for them to get rid of the reference design, technically, or at least get rid of the them making the reference design. So you can still buy like standard blower style cooler, like the cheaper blower style coolers, but basically they wanted to make a graphics card that no one wanted to buy because of the blower style cooler, you really don't. Like, and because of the inflated price of that blower style cooler, you don't really get any performance benefit. In fact, you actually often get performance degradation from buying that style of card versus, say, a Strix or a Windforce or a what are the what's Twin Frozer MSI kind of one, where you have that sort of open style design. So I think what they were trying to do is basically give a reason to price hike the standard style cards so that AIB cards sell more, basically, and that they don't have to make that reference design, or if they do, they can at least sell it for a higher cost and make more money. Mike is very slowly moving. Why were they worried? Super user YouTube says it's so good for me, so I hope it's just your internet. Could be YouTube. Hi Kev, how you doing? I heard a lot of people say 3200 megahertz is a nice sweet spot for 8700K. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. I mean, as I said, realistically, you're not going to see too much of a performance difference between, say, 3200 and 2800 or something, especially on Intel chips. Ryzen has a little bit more performance difference, but still not that massive, so yeah. Zamon's also RGBing the hell out of his rig. Nice, nice. Yeah, What are your thoughts on the 400C case? I think I did a build guide in it. It's the one with the plastic panel with a handle on the side, right? That you can pull. Like it's a door on a hinge, like the Fantech Center. But yeah, so yeah, I did a build guide in it. It's pretty nice. It's not the best case in the world. It's certainly not the worst. It has decent enough airflow, if I remember rightly. Decent enough space for cable management. It's probably not perfect. It's not. I can't remember what price it is either. If it's around about the £100 mark, or probably about €100, 120 euro, 20, $30 mark, then I would say, yeah, it's pretty decent. 90 USD. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, it's okay. It's not the best in the world, but it's certainly not bad. When will GPU price become normal? I heard someone say not until 2019. I can kind of understand why, but yeah, it's probably not soon. Sorry, I missed Risket Biscuits. M.2 NVMe for a boot driver should be happy with my 1TB SSD. I don't know that you'll notice that much of a difference with an M.2 drive versus a standard SSD, so you're probably okay. Yeah, again, it's kind of specific workloads that will kind of benefit or not from that. Hold on. We've got a lovely man. I guess we'll just do that one. Okay. Anyway, oh, Jesus, more. Get a life, dude. Anyway, where was I? Stream's a bit laggy, probably just YouTube being a derp. Yeah, apologies, can't really do too much about that. Overclocked UK has some discounted AMD GPUs lately, but it's going to be a fair few months before I've earned enough to add another card. Fair play, fair play. What's the weather like there? There's about an inch of snow in Cardiff. Hoping to have a day off tomorrow. There's probably about a foot of snow in my garden, so yeah, a fair bit. If my SATA cable is old, will this have any effect on the speed of my new drive? Unless it's a SATA 1 cable, you should be okay. As long as it has the little latch on it, it's at least SATA 2, if not SATA 3 capable, so no. What's your thoughts on Maplins going into administration? So I'm actually not overly surprised. Because so with like PC World and stuff like that, they've kind of diversified enough that the average consumer goes to PC World, right? So like if you want a new computer, or like let's say your parents or your gran or whatever, or some random family member that isn't a techie wants a new computer, they go to PC World, right? Or Curry's in the UK. Maybe they buy from Amazon, but generally speaking, they buy from you know, like PC World. They go to a store, they ask a clerk, I need a new laptop or I need a new computer, what do I get? And then they go, how much you want to spend? And then they go buy that laptop or whatever, right? Whereas with Maplin, it aimed itself to be a lot more of a specialist electronics store, and then, at least from my perspective, didn't advertise itself at all, or very little. Also, in terms of pricing, yeah, as Kev said, Amazon undercutting so many high street stores, but yeah, like that sort of thing, price-wise, it just, especially with the rise of Amazon and eBay, it's really hard to compete, especially when you're basically selling the same thing. The only real thing that they could have worked on is that ease of service. You can just come down to the store and get the thing, and also what do you call it, Also, the customer service aspect. If you have a problem, you come into the store and you get a new one or whatever. But yeah, it's just a thing. I normally buy my compressed air from Maplins. There never seem to be any customers in there when I go. Yeah, the last time I went, I think the thing that I bought was a power meter from to see how many watts from the wall like PCs and monitors and electronics are drawing. So yeah, there was no one in the store besides me and like 2 employees when I was there. So yeah, I think that's like, yeah, a lot of the problem. Oh, Chili Cherry, do you play Fortnite? Occasionally. Play Siege more and Rocket League. And Kev, I was banhammering Shang Yu, who was just saying F you the entire time. Maplins generally rip the backside out of a consumer, and people are too savvy with their money. Amazon can offer service at a lower price, and the returns policy is second to none. Yeah. I think I said there, at least from my perspective anyway, as a layman essentially who probably knows very, very little about the actual, runnings of Maplin. Yeah, it seems like they could have done a couple of things better and really accentuated a few bits, like the sort of same day service and not price gouging literally everybody. F7, you bought a new graphics card and it had a mining BIOS pre-installed? What? Where did you buy it from? I feel sorry for the Maplin staff who could be out of a job. Yeah. I mean, there's a fair amount of retail work, so it's probably not the end of the world for a lot of them. It'll just be naff for the ones who kind of, for whatever reason, are already sort of living paycheck to paycheck or whatever, and who may not necessarily be able to afford to find a new job, basically. I think it was like 2,500 staff, so yeah, it's a fair amount. Big Pixel calling out his common grounder on being a miner. So Gris says maybe a chance for Amazon to buy Maplin and have a retail presence that they do over the pond. See, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the way that Amazon has survived for so long is its relatively minimal overhead. Its ability to not have a retail presence but still ship such a large sales volume. So when you have when you add all of the cost of that retail presence, you end up having to, well, yeah, stock every store, stock every hire all of that staff. And yes, they do have warehouses and stuff, but it's multiple large centralized warehouses where they can house literally millions of items versus a few thousand. So yeah, was gonna buy a 1080, but I'd rather not pay 1,000 plus USD for one. I'm in, fair play. And Matt, lol, I don't think my single Vega card caused the worldwide shortage. No, I think that was probably something to do with AMD's manufacturing. Ah, nice. Fleabay. Good old Fleabay. Me and Wapted, who's still kicking it in Italy, we're looking at a few eBay sellers who are selling like 1080Is for like £100 or whatever. And yeah, total scam. Jeez. total scam. But yeah, it was kind of funny to look at the ways that they get around it, and like it said 2 sold. God damn you idiots. How you doing, Lava Creeper? How's your week? Actually, word going around is a combo between miners and Samsung and Apple. Fair play. I'm looking forward to Amazon people list stores becoming a thing everywhere. Fair play. Is 600 euros a good price for a GTX 1080? I think so, yeah. And Big Pixel and Matt sharing a lovely joke about mining, or actual mining as opposed to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency mining. Do you think Amazon? Do you think that Amazon have got that big now that the overheads of having retail network they could easily cover? They probably could easily cover. I don't know that they'd want to though. Yeah, I don't think that they would see any benefit in it. So that would just be them basically wasting money. I bet PC World buys them out. They've been talks to the buyer. Interesting. I mean, it's a relatively big empire, I think, and network, and I think Maplin as a brand probably has a fair amount of kind of brand presence that's worth something. It may be a case where, yeah, we still see Maplin stores, but it's like Maplin powered by whatever, or like you know, like Audible is an Amazon company, like that kind of thing. Yeah. Factory where I work is right between 2 of Amazon's warehouses. They send stuff from there to Nottingham before putting it in a van to come to me at work. Lol. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the Nottingham warehouse is, I've driven past it a fair few times, like actually right past it. I think it's actually between Nottingham and Leicester. Phones use DDR4, same as PCs, but GPUs use DDR5, yeah, and HBM and GDDR5X. Mine. Oh damn it! Where's that scene from Finding Nemo? Mine. When you tested AMD 1600 performance, did you notice any input lag? No, not specifically. The only chips that I've noticed any issues with while streaming were the Intel chips, the 7700K, even the 8600K and the 8700K all had with GTA 5 serious frame drops that made it almost unplayable. In fact, pretty unplayable. I wouldn't play it. And yeah, Kev is near to daunting. Yes, it is. Corner here mining is like playing the lottery on if you get money or not. Not specifically. You definitely get money, it's just how much you get. And kind of when you get it, I suppose. It depends what you get paid into as well. I'm using NVENC encoder, but I get lag, input lag in BF1. Try H.264. Because NVENC uses the GPU, whereas X.264 is yeah, it will give you less FPS, but it may make it a playable experience, so yeah. Actually, Ish, I'm pretty sure that I know a fairly similar story. You got Curry's in PC World, and what you'd do is you'd go and look at all the laptops in Curry's, and then go look at the almost exact identical laptops in PC World, but they'd give you a better deal because it's PC World and not Curry's. God damn it, Matt. 99% of the parts I'm going to order. I have 99% of the parts I'm going to order, but I can't get a stupid video card. Yeah, sadly, that's the world we live in right now. I think gonna get Ryzen plus 8 core to stream on X264. Fair play, fair play. It shouldn't be too long. Couple months. They shut down all the PC world was near here-ish. Interesting. That is interesting, because their whole business model is them having basically the ability to yeah, be a retail presence everywhere. Sucks their staff too. Yes, indeed. Indeed it does. Am I left-handed? Yes, yes I am. Just have curries now. Well, I mean, pretty similar price. Is it worth the extra £100 for the code over the Hero? I don't think I've looked at the Z370 version, but generally speaking, not really. Zamont, do you suggest the Blue Yeti, which is the thing that I'm currently using, or the Audio-Technica ATR 2500? So I don't have any experience with any Audio-Technica stuff. I know their stuff is generally pretty good, but yeah, I don't have any experience, so I can't tell you, I'm afraid. Sorry. But the Blue Yeti's good. That's what I'm using now. Stand could be a bit nicer. Looks good, but doesn't provide much shock absorption. PC World never has stock, and they say we can get a few tomorrow. I wanted today. That's why I'm in store. Yeah, kind of a kind of pain. And thanks, Zamont. I would if so. Actually, I was I probably 2 years ago. They contacted me and said, "Would you like to do a review of whatever it was?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. Can I have the AT2020i USB?" Yeah, they said yes. We said we'll send it out, and then I never got it, and then they never replied to my emails basically ever again. And then over the years, probably once every 3 to 6 months, I've poked the guy and said, "Hey, can I have some stuff?" Yeah, he's probably left the company as it always happens. So yeah, I'd love to, but yeah, I've never I can't work with them easily, at least currently anyway. So Zaman, looks like you have a vote in the just get the Blue Yeti. I like how YouTube blocks that spelling but doesn't block just the word itself. Like, it blocks it with dashes in it, but not just as the that's stupid. Oh, mics, when you're mining, can't hear myself satisfied chuckling. Oh, god damn it, Matt. God damn it. Why do you do this? Didn't block the word, blocked all caps. I guess so. Although it didn't block your comment, so I wonder if the entire comment has to be in caps. Someone try that. Matt's just playing with fire. Big Pixel's gonna have to come give you a whoop ass. Right, so apparently it likes Stein and Ish, but not Zamon, because it blocked Zamon. Right, now write that word again in lowercase. Right, so it doesn't like you saying that. But Stein, your all caps says it's fine. And now the lowercase? What? Okay. What? It blocked Ish, but it didn't block Zamon. And it didn't block boobies either. Oh god. What have I incited? God damn it. You try and test the YouTube algorithm. But it blocked Stein. Oh shit. Oh, now I'm just being disgusted. Hi Killen, how you doing? Don't look at the chat above your comment. Just don't look at it. It's not important. This is a great live stream. Yeah, totally is. So that tech stuff. BB, I'm good, thanks. I also don't have a pet, so no. The chat is potty mouth talk. Yeah. So this went a bit. Yeah, Kev. I'm gonna hope it's a tech channel. Baby, do you wanna get out? Well, from what I heard, TechteamGB has a potty mouth himself. I do. I very much do. It's actually quite difficult for me to not swear. Anyone delated Coffee Lake? I haven't personally. I've tested delated Coffee Lake chips, which were quite cool, but yeah, bad language is worse than mining in my view. Big soul, sit down. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's quite difficult for me to not swear constantly. It's a bit rich for me to report this comment considering how horrendous mine were. Yeah, but yours were testing, you know, yours were scientific. I'm sat down. Lava Creeper, what's miming? That's where you say mining but with a block nose. So actual mining. So long story short, cryptocurrencies are a thing, and the way that you secure each transaction in the public ledger called the blockchain is by arranging multiple transactions into a single block and then storing that block in the blockchain. And there is a fee for the people who use their computational power to take those transactions, put them in a block, and then put them in the blockchain. Yeah, that's the simple bit. And the miners are the people who are using their computational power to build the blockchain out of transactions. You have to edit out my swearing. You're swearing. Nice. Or it's when you do things at the ground. Thanks, Big Pixel. Sure, Stein. You go at it and let me know when you hit something, yeah? You'll probably hit a water main first. Not being Charlie Chaplin, that's miming. Oh god. Hi Liam, how you doing? Great thing to do with a couple of cards. Good, Liam, good. I'm glad. I mean, you're late again, but you know, who cares, right? Just don't check the chat. Hashtag British problems. Well, I would start digging, but I reckon my neighbours living below me wouldn't agree to that. This chat indeed. Dear. Anyway, what did I do this week? Nothing, that's what I did. Scrounged off the world. No, what did I do? I did something, probably. Oh, actually, I do have a really nice budget mouse. Well, so is £32 a budget mouse for you? Or is that like expensive? Or is that just like normal? Either way, it has a Pixar PMW 3330 sensor as opposed to 3366, which is hypothetically the best. So yeah, it's called the Cougar Surpassion, which is a bit of a weird name, but yeah, it's really good. The sensor tracks well. It only goes up to 7200 DPI as opposed to the usual 12,000, but most people don't go that high anyway, so who cares? And yeah, tracks really well. Has basically no acceleration. Also has a weird little e-ink display on the bottom to show you exactly what DPI and polling rate you're on. I don't know why you'd ever change the polling rate under 1000, but it does have 1000 hertz polling rate. Also, as I said, a little bit of annoying because I don't think there's software to it, so you only get the built-in steps for DPI, but it seems to work pretty good. And yeah, pretty good. And yeah, £32, so doing well. I still want the Razer Naga Trinity, but scared it's too heavy and I'll suck at FPS. So I've been really liking it personally. It's my personal gaming mouse, but yeah. I'd say 32 can be called budget. I guess it's relative to what a premium mouse cost would be. Yeah, I mean the SteelSeries, the Rival 310, that's a £60 mouse, 65 pound mouse. So that it's basically double the price of that, but very, at least for an idiot like me anyway, you basically get no difference. Like in terms of actual usage experience. So yeah. Neil McCallum, hello from Snowy Fife. Nice. Hi there. I'm from well, East Kilbride, but if you want the county, North Lanarkshire. Wait, no, South Lanarkshire. Lanarkshire. What were we talking about the dislike rate for? How many dislikes are there? I have a HyperX Alloy Elite and an FPS Pulsefire mouse. Nice, nice. I can see you're a bit of a HyperX fanboy. Oh, right, okay, there's 0 dislikes, and therefore if you add a dislike, then that means that you don't change the ratio. Got you. Nice. Don't worry, TechteamGB is love, TechteamRGB is life. God damn it. Ah. Thanks, everyone. I didn't realize I have an enforcement squad now. Yeah, Kev does. Actually, why not? We're almost near the end of the stream and we probably have some viewers. Everybody should check out Kev and Stein, who do you donate yours to? Quick. But yeah, check out Kev. He's a Patreon. He's awesome. And also, just generally check him out anyway. Also, in a unrelated but not paid note, Gadget Joe and PC Tech Hub, who were here at the start, who seem to have disappeared, you should check them out. Kev is ClickTech UK, the one that just put the thumbs up. Take a look at him. He does some cool tech videos. Well, Stein, you better work it out quick because you got 9 minutes here. TechteamGB, where's the team? They all left. No, I mean, it started with 3 of us, just friends making videos for the fun of it. Then, yeah, one of them kind of left and or was kicked out, and then the other one just left because he wasn't interested. So, yeah. Give my shout out to Linus then. He's got enough. Add some bad tech videos too. We all make bad tech videos. Well, yeah, Stein, apparently, I mean, Linus amuses me. The tiniest of Logans. Friends don't like to work. No, they don't. Can anyone join? Not anymore. No, I mean, it's been something I've been sort of thinking about in terms of actually adding a team, but Kev, maybe another time, or maybe in a private setting. But yeah, I was just whatever. I took it and ran with it and made it successful, so that's what matters. Well, okay. Check out Mystic Orange. What do you do? What sort of videos? What? Why would you? YouTube blocked your comment, Stein. Like, I donate my shout out to Mystic Orange. That was blocked, and I had to allow it. What? Big Pixel, yes they do. That was something that I learned relatively early in life, so that I can not, you know, have to learn that later. When TechteamGB gets big, he'll need editors and script writers. Well, I'd have to need a script first. A hairstylist. Now I've got my right hand to do that. Just, you know. You do Let's Play gaming videos. Nice. What sort of games? Still no Discord link in the description. We need more members. Yeah, I should probably do that. In fact, actually, I had that page up, so I can Control Shift T, bring it back up, make a new, invite people, set this link to never expire. Hope it actually never expires, because it does that a lot for some reason. Discord. There we go. It's added to the upload defaults. So I will. It'll be on all the new videos. Although it won't be in a video until the 12th, because I've uploaded videos until the 12th already. Oh god, that means I only have a week's worth of content up. Well, a week and tomorrow. And by the end of the tomorrow, I'll have finished the 12th video. Ah, whatever. So yeah, either way, because Stein donated his shout out, check out Mystic Orange. Go for it. He does gaming videos, mostly Nintendo games at the moment, because he's loving the Switch. So there you go. Check him out. Ooh. I just caught the microphone falling. I thought that would happen. I didn't know when it was going to happen, so you need to do channel reviews. That's the new craze. I'd rather not. Zaman, once you get parts, I'll be streaming games. Nice, nice. If I click on his profile, will it open a new tab or close the stream? If you middle mouse button click, it'll open in a new window or a new tab. Channel reviews sound like low effort content. Yeah, I try and stay away from that. Did I miss anything? I'd write a script for TechteamGB, but the odds are he might get banned. Yeah. Overwatch, PUBG, Sniper Elite 4, Fortnite. Nice, nice. Any Siege in there? Would you review my channel, Andy? Do you have any videos on it? Aren't channel reviews the things them clickbait how to get views channels do? Yeah, probably. Nice, Simon. Then you get a 5 out of 5 for not polluting the internet. Don't review mine. I don't get this YouTube bot, by the way. The like comment banning bot. I just don't get it. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna start talking. You'll hear the pollution, my friend. Good. Yeah, that's why the new craze. Yeah, low effort content. Woo. Yeah, not my style. At least I tried to make it not my style. Can you just tell me it's I don't get why F this, F that, OMFG, this is BS got blocked, but couldn't you just tell me it's shit just like that? That was fine. I didn't need to unban that one. The YouTube bot continues to amaze. No, okay, it banned that one. But it didn't ban that one. But it banned that one. Okay, so it banned Zamont's comment. It didn't ban Stein's first, but it did ban Stein's second. Big up the non-Cornish massive. Oh dear. Why not? This video is gonna get demonetized anyway. See, the funny thing is that the YouTube algorithm uses the bot, uses the chat to work out if the stream should be demonetized, but then this chat disappears. In fact, most of the chats from the start of the stream will be will be gone. I can't get them anymore. So it's weird because they just disappear, and then yeah, if they if I want to, there's no way for me to put these comments on the actual video, which would actually get a lot of interaction. But yeah, I don't know. The monetization bot is killing me still. Yeah, it's cruel mistress. I haven't actually been hit by that much. It's the live streams that get hit because they're not because of comments and stuff like that. But otherwise, thanks, Stein. Bipolar bot confirmed. Indeed. Yeah, no, it's a bit weird, but most of the actual normal tech videos, it seems to have worked out that they're okay. So yeah. Anyway, I think I will call it there for this week. Yeah. Just because I said I can't access it afterwards, this stream's chat will be kept. But yeah, so thanks for kicking it about with me for however long you've been here, but an hour for me. You should check out Ragtag. Yeah, I haven't met him, but Steve, who's currently sitting in the Discord waiting for me, is yeah, a good friends with him, or has worked with him a few times at least, and yeah, fun guy. Says the C word a lot. I mean, so do I, just not on stream. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna disappear. Hope you have a great evening, weekend, and week, and hopefully for you British folks, you either get more snow so you don't have to work, or get less snow so you can, you know, get out and do stuff. But whichever one you fancy, and yeah, I'll chat to you next week, same time. See ya.